Hi there. Thank you for joining today's Lenten devotional. Today's reading is Matthew 26, 42 through 46, and it goes like this. Again he went away for the second time and prayed, "My Father, if this cannot pass unless I drink it, your will be done." Again he came and found them sleeping, for their eyes were heavy. So leaving them again, he went away and prayed for the third time, saying the same words. Then he came to the disciples and said to them, "Are you still sleeping and taking your rest? See, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Get up and let us be going. See, my betrayer is at hand." So today we started halfway through the story of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. Prior to this, Jesus had walked from the Last Supper with all the disciples to the garden, and he asked them to wait for him while he went to pray. He took Peter, James, and John with him further into the garden. He was agitated and upset. He asked his three friends to remain awake while he went even a little further on to pray. He prayed if it was possible that he not endure the suffering of the cross. But he also prayed, "Your will be done, Father, not mine." He comes back from praying that first time to find Peter, James, and John asleep. He exclaims to them, "You couldn't even stay awake for 1 hour for me?" Then he goes back to pray the second time, which is where our story picks up today. When he comes back and finds them asleep, he lets them sleep. And it goes back that third time. When he comes back the third time to the sleeping disciples, he seems to have resolved himself to submitting to his Father's plan. He wakes them up and tells them that the soldiers are coming and that they should go out to meet them. So there are three things I wanted to take away from this story today. First, Jesus prayed 3 times for the same thing. We sometimes, or maybe we've been told, that praying for the same thing over and over and over again shows that we have a lack of faith or that we aren't listening well enough for God's answer. But here we see Jesus doing exactly that. He was very upset, tempted not to endure the suffering of the cross, but he asked 3 times, and he was given the strength by the Father to endure it. Perseverance in prayer is needed. An answer will come. Second is how Jesus interacted with Peter, James, and John. He brought the 3 of them with him. They were his closest friends, just like you would want your friends and family around when you were facing a big problem. But they fell asleep. And when he came back that first time, he seemed disappointed in them when he said, "You couldn't even stay awake for 1 hour for me?" Just like we might be disappointed in our friend or family if they let us down. The second time he let them sleep. Maybe he realized they couldn't really help him, and only God could help him find the strength he needed. The third thing that I want to discuss is that he brings them along when he goes out to meet Judas and the soldiers. He was showing them that running away wasn't the answer. And by praying, God gave him the strength to face what was coming. Just like he would give the disciples the strength if they pray for strength, and he will give us the strength to face our own problems if we pray for help. So I hope you found this interesting and helpful to you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.